everybody, it's me Adele and welcome to my channel Sew for Serenity, where I talk to you about my sewing journey. Welcome back if you're a regular viewer, and if you're new here, I hope you enjoy this vlog and consider subscribing. So, what's this video all about? Well, for those of you that have been hidden under a rock and haven't followed my Instagram, you will know on Friday I took the day off work and met up with the lovely Becky from What Beck Sews, and we headed off into Birmingham for a lovely day of fabric shopping, with plans to later on go to the designer fabric sample sale at Guthrie and Garani. Now, we were also going to meet up with a few other vloggers, so Gemini Stitchers, who's Christine, and also Sam from Sequin Girly Creates. They have come down for the weekend in Birmingham to also come to the fabric sample sale and to hit the Birmingham shops. So that was the plan of action. We also were planning to meet a couple of our friends from our social, Seamstress Ruth, who is on YouTube and Instagram, and then the lovely Donna, who is one of our friends that goes to the sewing social as well. So all in all, it was going to be a lovely day of, as I've titled this vlog, I can't get my words out today, as I've titled this vlog, Fabulous Food, Friends and Fabric. So where should I start? So first of all, Becky came over to my house to drop her car off, and I then took us into Birmingham, as I'm a bit more familiar with it than Becky is, and we headed straight for a Starbucks to have a nice little coffee. And I believe the lovely Sue, hi Sue, she had purchased, had sent some money to Becky's Ko-fi account for us to get a coffee each. So we had a lovely coffee. I've got a picture of us having that in Starbucks, and had a little natter and a catch up. Then we decided to message Christine and Sam, and while we were waiting for a response from them, we headed off to the market because we knew Christine and Sam would have already been round there. So first bit of my fabric haul is from the indoor market and outdoor market at the Bull Ring, and I actually was very, very restrained in the rag market. I only purchased 3 fabrics, which for me is pretty good. So first fabric that I purchased is a very sparkly fabric. It's probably not used till Christmas, to be honest with you, but I saw it and I liked it, and it was a couple of quid. So it was this silver speckled jersey fabric, 2-way stretch, and in my head I'm thinking a Porsche in this, which is the Sew Over It pattern. Most of these have got plans, so I think you'll be impressed. So yeah, the Porsche pattern this is going to be, which I think's the one, the jersey dress with the little knot detail. So I got 3 meters of that. I think, as I said, it was £3 a meter, £2 a meter, something like that. The second fabric that I purchased, it's my mesh. You know I love mesh. It's just, I can't not buy it when I see it. And this mesh I got, it was a couple of quid a metre again, and it was this mesh, which is a leopard print. Well, actually it's all types of animal print, so it's, I mean, if I hold it up there, you can see it's animal print, zebra, cheetah, etc. And I got 3 meters of this as well, so that was a couple of quid a metre as well, so I got that. Teddy's having a barking fit. Stopped. And then the final fabric that I got, I am thinking a Summer Wilder gown. Now it's slightly sheer, this fabric. Well, it's not sheer. I think you could get away with it with just a vest underneath it, but this is the fabric. And as you know, if you watch me, I have had my colours done recently, and this mustard colour is a no-no. And actually, now I'm thinking about it, just wash me out a little bit, and it's a bit disappointing because this is quite a recent make that I made, but you'll probably see when I hold this up. So my colours were clear, so clear colours with contrast, bright colours, and this I just absolutely loved. It was the black with the orangey pinks, well not pinks, the corals and the pinks, and it also had this black background. And then also the other thing that I really liked about this fabric is it's got this check in it, and I just think that's a really cool effect, so I really like that. So I got 3 meters of this to make myself a Summer Wilder, which I think will look really, really nice. So if it is a little bit see-through or not opaque when I make it up, I would just wear a black little slip underneath it and that'd be fine. But yeah, I really, really like that. I think for the summer, short-sleeved wilder gown would look really, really nice. So I got 3 meters of that. And again, I think that was like a couple of pound a metre. I think it was £3 a metre. So they were my market purchases, which were, you know, 3 fabrics. I think that's pretty restrained for me. Thanks. I can hear you all clapping. Thank you. Talking about my colour analysis, I had gone with the mentality to really focus on different colours and not buying the same old mustard khakis neutrals, and to really go for some pops of colour or some contrasting fabric. So that was very much in the forefront of my mind. And it was quite interesting because as we were going through, it was like I still had that looking at mustards and things, but I just had to remind myself that, yeah, I'm not into those colours anymore, if that makes sense. And then after that, we headed over to the silk store, Fancy Silk Store, which is just over the road from the rag market. But I didn't buy anything in there. There wasn't really anything that grabbed my fancy. And yeah, I always get overwhelmed by that shop. I don't know why, because it's actually really well organised. But yeah, just nothing really floats my boat in there. And then next, we headed over to Barz, my favourite. So in Barz, I had a clear plan. I wanted to get some more pink needle cord because I wanted to make a shacket in that. I also wanted to get some coating because I want to make, there's a coat that I want to make, and some denim as well. A chambray I wanted to get, and I wanted a black chambray, but they didn't have any, so I settled on first of all the pink cord. Here is the pink needle cord. I've actually got this already. I purchased it when I got some for Alice to have some Heyday dungarees. So this is going to become a shacket. I know which shacket I'm going to make. It's going to be the Bud shacket by Seamwork. And I've actually, shock horror, got the pattern printed off. I'm going on a sewing retreat at the weekend and I'm totally behind schedule on planning what I'm going to be making. And I actually couldn't be bothered to print off the A4 version and stick them together because I'm just not going to have time. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to bite the bullet and pay a little bit of money to get some of these patterns printed and sent out. So this is going to be the Bud jacket by Seamwork, and I just got visions of this looking stunning. I saw somebody on a preview programme that was wearing a pink cord shacket and it looked so good. So yeah, that is going to be my shacket. And I think the cord is £8.95 in Barz. And then my chambray that I ended up getting, I got this one, which I have looked at a few times in Barz, and I've seen it in other shops more expensive. So yeah, so it's this Lurex, it's a bronze Lurex, you can just see that coming through actually, a bronze Lurex pinstripe all the way through it, and I just really, really like that. And I want to make a Marnie in this. I've got visions of a couple of really plain Marnies. I know it's a bit boring for me, but yeah, I really, really like that, and I just think that pop of colour is gorgeous. Or maybe a pair of trousers, I don't know, but I just really, really like this fabric, so I decided to get it. I got 3 meters of that and it's £12.95 a metre. And then a couple of little purchases that weren't really my plans but just really like them. This fabric, it's a poly, I would say it's an ITY jersey. It's got a little bit of poly in it, really soft, a little bit white when you pull it, but it was only £3 a metre, and I got 3 metres so I can make myself some pyjamas. I thought that'd be really, really nice Valentine's Day pyjamas because I've got these little lips all over it. I just thought it's really cute. So yeah, that was some jersey that I got. And then following you with my colour palette, this fabric was, I think, £3.95 a metre or £2.95 a metre, and it's this jacquard jersey in this cobalt blue, which I thought against the black was a really nice contrast, and yeah, decided to go for this because this is really in my colour palette. What do we think? Now this is probably going to be some kind of, probably a South Bank or a Billy, because I'm loving those at the moment. Or maybe a cardigan, I don't know. That one hasn't really got a firm plan, has it? I've got 2 meters of this, which is a French terry. You can see that, and in this gorgeous black and white. And I'm going to make some what I'm making. Some Juno, no, not Juno, some Stella joggers, because I want some joggers in this, and I think this would be a really nice fabric to make them in. And then the final fabric I got was my coating fabric. Now I want to make the cocoon coat by, who are they? So Over It. So I'm having really bad menopause brain at the moment. So I can't find my words, but anyway. Anyway, this is my coating fabric that I got in this emerald green, and it's got this gorgeous little furry texture to it. I love it. Again, a lovely bright colour. And I got 3 meters of this, and it's got a little bit of stretch in it. And yeah, I'm going to be making this coat that I've seen, and I want to use, I've got some fabric that I want to use as a lining. And it's the serpent fabric that I got from Fabric Godmother. Now I got 3.5 meters of this, so I've got enough to make some kind of dress with it and also line this coat. So that is the plan. And it's actually coming up a bit lighter. It's actually a bit greener in real life. But yeah, really, really like that. £6.95 a metre that was. And it's exactly the same type of fabric that Becky got for her coat. She had it in a different colourway. But yeah, love that. So there was some purposeful intent in my purchasing here. I was quite proud of myself. And then, so that was Barz, which I was quite proud of. And then me and Becky decided to head over to the Little World of Fabric. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Little World of Fabric. And this is a company that we came across when we were in Birmingham last time at Sobrum. When in the Moseley Exchange, they'd set up a little market stall, and this company was there showing what they've got, and they basically specialise in discounted Liberty fabric. Now, I don't know how they do it, because there is fabric in there that is currently in sale in Liberties. It's current season. But anyway, and they've got it for like £20 a metre, and some of them are even cheaper than that, £12.50 a metre, some of the old stock. Now, I did see a gorgeous silk, which usually is about £65 a metre, that they had for £50 a metre. But I actually avoided buying it because I didn't know what I wanted to make with it. And I thought, I can't buy silk if I don't know what I'm making with it. So in the end, I went for this fabric, because I just love the parrots on it. And I love the blues and the pinks and the greens. It reminded me of the Seasons of East dress fabric. And yeah, I just loved it. So I got 3 meters of this, and this is going to be a Marnie as well, because I've got visions of a really nice Marnie. So yeah, that's what I got. And that was £20 a metre, so it's £60 altogether. It was a little bit pricey, but that would have been nearly £90 if I'd got that from the Liberty store or somewhere else. The thing that I got from there, which I wanted, was some lining fabric that I want to use for a heather blazer that I've got planned. I'm actually going to take it to the retreat at the weekend, and that is a white, it's like a creamy fabric with gold in it, and I wanted a gold leopard print or beige leopard print lining, and I couldn't find one anywhere, but managed to find this, which is just what I envisioned. I mean, in my mind's eye it was a little bit smaller print, but that will do. It's close enough to it. So got myself 2 meters of that, and that was only £4 a metre, so that was a bargain. And then we decided to head over to Moseley. We went and had a drink and a cuppa because we were parched. And then we headed off to a couple of charity shops before we met the other ladies for lunch in Damascena, I think is how you say it. And it's basically Middle Eastern food. So nice, really nice. I've got some photographs here. And we bumped into a lovely lady, Jill, who's a subscriber. Hi, Jill, who came over. She was going to the Guthrie and Garani sample sale, but she came over and said hello, saying that it was really nice to see us all in real life. So yeah, we had a lovely meal, a lovely chat. Just so nice getting to know new people. Even though you feel like you know them because you watch their vlogs, it's nice to actually get to see them in person. And yeah, then we went off to the Guthrie and Garani sample sale. Now, the sample sale wasn't really for me. It had a lot of plain fabrics, which, unless you've got an intention to buy, yeah, it just didn't really float my boat, but it was enjoyable. They had champagne and stuff downstairs and soft drinks and stuff. And I just was quite happy in the Guthrie Garani store anyway. So I got 4 fabrics from Guthrie Garani, and I got 2 packs of labels. So I got these labels here, which say comfy, because that's all I seem to be making recently. And then these labels that I'd never seen before, and it says mistakes made, lessons learned, or lessons learned, which I thought were really clever, really cool. And then the fabrics that I got was this fabric, monochrome. I think I got 1.5. Did I get 1.5? Yeah, I got 1.5 meters of this to make a top of some description. Probably going to be a Naya tea, or a Seasons of East summer in New York. No, not summer in New York. Spring in London off the shoulder top. Really like that. I don't know how much any of this was. All I know is I spent a lot of money. And then the next one, it reminded me a lot of the silk that I'd seen in A Little World of Fabric, but obviously a lot cheaper. And it's a Fabric Godmother fabric that I know Jenny from So Confident made a bias cut skirt out of it, and it looks stunning. I'm just going to completely copy her. So I got this fabric, and I just, again, it's the green and the contrasting colours. So I'm going to make myself a Desi skirt by Seamworks, which I have already printed the pattern off, and I think that'll look really cute with a little black jumper, a little t-shirt and some pumps. So that is a firm plan for that. Final two fabrics will be no surprise. Becky totally found these for me, and I couldn't decide which colourway to get, so I got both colourways, and I got 1.5 of each colourway, with the thought process of doing some kind of shirt with mix of the colours, but I don't know yet what I'm going to do. The other part of me is thinking maybe the tea by Merchant and Mills, because, was it Homer and Howells? I can't remember, but it's a woven tee, and I've got that pattern and I want to make it up. But anyway, I got this colourway in black and white, or off-white, and then this is the navy colourway. I mean, it looks black there, but it definitely is a very, very dark navy. You can see the navy there. And yeah, I just thought these were stunning, but now I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I'm just going to do two separate things. I don't know, but I love it. Absolutely love, love, love. And yeah, got 1.5 meters of each of those. And I think that's it. That's all I got. That's not that much, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15 fabrics. Oh well, I de-stashed all those, so there's room in my stash for these. And a lot of these have got plans which isn't like me, and at least half of them I actually went with intent. I'm justifying it, but the main thing about it is I had an absolutely fantastic time. Yeah, it was such a fabulous Friday. I was absolutely shattered though when I got home. Went to bed early. The next day I had a sewing social, and I didn't really get much sewing done at the sewing social because I was so tired. But yeah, I'm not going to do any sewing this week because I've got my lovely sewing social retreat, which is going to be the Friday to the Monday. Me and Becky are travelling together. We're going to, because we're one of the closest people to the venue, we're gonna go to Abercarn in Stoke-on-Trent, because I've never actually been to an Abercarn. I think Becky's been to the one in Liverpool, but yeah, I'm interested to go and see what it's all about. And then we're going to hit some charity shops as well, and then we're going to go somewhere for dinner in Buxton, I think, before we head up to the cottage, where everyone's getting there for about 5 o'clock onwards, because some people are at work and have got a long way to travel. So that's the plan. So let me know what you think. Do you like my fabrics? What do you think I should make with the ones that I haven't got plans for? Let me know. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this haul, and don't forget to like it. Please click the like button. And if you don't subscribe already, remember to subscribe. So that's all for me for now. I hope you've enjoyed this vlog, and I'll see you all soon. Happy sewing. Bye.